What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Today I want to do something a little bit different. I want to share with you a video that I actually recorded earlier this week, and I filmed it after a meditation session, and it just documents some of the thoughts and feelings that came up while I was meditating, and I share that perspective and some of the things that I went into and I was feeling, and some of the takeaways that I'm personally going to use and some of the things that I want to work on. So this is going to be a little bit different content, but I think it might be a cool idea to document my journey with meditation. And let me know if you guys like this kind of content down below, and let's jump into the video. But I wanted to talk about the meditation session that I just had. So this was session 8, I think, and Sam Harris was, I'm getting better at noticing the thoughts as they arise. And I think that this is one of the benefits of meditation. And he's talking, where do they come from? Where do they go? Just notice them. And it's interesting because you can notice anxiety, you can notice tension, you can notice, you can bring awareness to these feelings. One thought that I had was going on Instagram and checking my story from yesterday and seeing the who watched it, whatever, like feeling ego and pride of my story because I shared a cool song with a cool photo. Placebo, It's in the Water, Baby, was the song, Post Blue. So I was paying attention to that thought and that feeling, and it was this it's like a all-consuming feeling. Like your body gets a little hot, you're like driven to getting your phone and checking, and like that's all of my thoughts previous to that while meditating were, okay, come back to meditation. Oh yeah, I want to do that. Or oh yeah, I thought of this person. Come back to meditation, focus on my breath. But this was a more physical attachment to, checking Instagram. And I think there's a couple reasons for that, right? The dopamine spike. And really the addiction, like what I felt come up or what I was feeling, what I was noticing was the addiction. And I was paying attention to the addiction of why my body had a more physical connection to that thought of, oh, hey, I got to check my story before it goes away. And I thought that was really interesting how, these platforms, they're designed to spike our dopamine so that it's like crack. We keep coming back and coming back. But then I went to, okay, so I scroll through the 100 people that watch my shit, and I was thinking about how I feel in that moment. And I guess it's like a dopamine, I guess you get that little spike of dopamine, but then it's just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't feel good. I'm not like, oh, this person watched my story. Like, it's kind of the same shit every time, right? Sometimes I guess there's a surprise, but most of the time it's just like, okay, I did that. I got my hit. I got my spike. On to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Where else can I go? What else can I escape from? What else can I... It's like this thing. And it's like, well, why am I addicted to that? Why don't I get excited about progress? And that's where my mind went. Actually, that's what started the thought, because I was thinking about, I had this quote in my head. It's like, I'm not perfect, but I am progressing. And I like that because progress is there's something to be said for that. And that's what it's about. It's about getting better and being better than you were yesterday. That's the process. That's the goal. That's where the fulfillment comes from. And I've been feeling good lately in that regard because I do feel like I'm progressing financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, and I want to keep progressing, and I want to, I don't do as much as I should or as much as I want to, but I'm doing more, and I'm moving forward, and that's what's important. I've meditated 8 times now, but it's really only been, it's been like a month. So 8 times in a month is good, but I could be meditating every day and I could meditate 30 times. But nonetheless, I was congratulating myself on getting to 8. 8 in a month is more than last month. I'm better than I was. So I want that attachment, that dopamine, that addiction that I felt for Instagram to be inwardly focused on my own progress. I want to feel that. I want to build and develop that addiction to my own progress. I want to feel that way and get that dopamine spike when I meditate, when I go to the gym, when I eat well. I want to bring a conscious awareness to that. So just some interesting thoughts I was having. Wanted to share. I think that's kind of cool. I'm thinking about like